Where you going, lady? Where you going, girl? Where you going? Yeah, I'm thinking get online. You better get up here and get in on that. Hey, Daniel. Well, you're bright and early this morning or tonight. How's your Friday been? What what do you want? What do you want, lady? Huh? Well, I see you. Hello, Crystal. Lady trying to get into the act. How you tonight, gal? You and Daniel are the only ones here. I just opened it up. Are you sleeping better, Crystal? That's one good thing about a band is that you got a hard roof over your head, and it makes you where you can enjoy that rain. Where if you're in a tent or something, y'all would worry about leaking. Hello, Miss Cat. How you doing? How's everything up in your part of the country, Cat? Hello, Diane. Oh hell, I can take a flu shot, but then a day I'll have a flu. Well, I hope you're doing all right, Cat. Didn't have a real bad reaction from it, I hope. I quit taking the flu shots when I figured out I was allergic to eggs, and that's what they incubate those things in as eggs. Ooh, hate that cat. Hello, Roy and Becky. Roy, y'all got that whole desert to yourself right now? Yeah. I'll take that pneumonia shot, but I won't take that flu shot anymore. Yeah, I hope you get to feeling better, girl. That's been nearly a week ago. They change the vaccine nearly every year, for sure, Cat. There's a jillion different kinds of flu. They pick the one that they think is most prevalent, and that's the one they give a vaccine for. Yeah, and I hope you get to feeling better, and maybe it'll wear off here pretty quick. I don't get a single dose. Yeah, that one may have just hit your system wrong. Everybody's body got a different chemistry to it and a different reaction to anything you put in it. Oh yeah, you probably got a light case of the flu. I got a cousin that, yeah, that's right, Diane. Got a cousin that had took the first two vaccines for that 19, and when it come to that booster, I wouldn't take it. She did, and she's been sick on and off ever since. That's been years ago. So you don't ever know how you're gonna react to it. The only vaccine that I'm just wildly allergic to is bubonic plague. If you give me a bubonic plague shot, I'll be in the hospital with 104 fever in 2 hours. Back when I came back from Vietnam, they sent me to the hospital that I'd worked in before, and there's about 20 shots you got to get before you leave the country. Well, he gave him to me, and I asked him, I said, which one's that bubonic plague shot? And they told me. So they gave me some of them, and I said, here you go. Don't know how to give him damn shots, give them to me. So I just started giving them to myself in the leg. I got to that plague shot, and it went on the wall. I wasn't going to stay in the hospital a week and a half when I should be home. And that nurse knew what I was doing. But we were pretty good friends. Yeah, that plague shot, ooh. I was in hospital 3 times while I was in the military. Two of them were the damn plague shot. Yeah, really was, cat. That was a rough shot. And that plague was in, they found a hospital underground. It had about 150 people in it. Every one of them was dead from the plague. So Crystal's back in her van. When you get in there and crawl in that bed in there, Crystal, do you just breathe a little easier? Goodness. Well, it's beginning to sound like all my buddies I camped with last year from Canada are not going to come this year. Of course, they may change their mind when snow gets about butt deep up there. Well, you going to Quartzsite, Crystal? Well, I know Jane is wanting to come. Yeah, if everything goes according to plan, I'm going to leave between Christmas and New Year's, headed out that way, Crystal. It sort of depends on. I don't know when is Christmas and New Year's on this year. You know, how's it going to fall? Let me look. New Year's Eve will be on a Thursday. I might wait till after New Year's to leave. Kind of traffic. Yeah, yeah. That may make it where I leave after New Year's because a lot of people be off that week. Traffic will be pretty heavy. Leave after the first one, it shouldn't be too bad. Hell, maybe me and you run together going out that way, Chris. It'd be nice if we get two or three different folks running together going out there. Yeah, I know one more person that wants to go, but they're talking about going earlier than that. Well, there's one good thing about it, Cat. We like that turtle with her house on her back. We can wait it out. And Cat, I'll tell you this too. There's times to just pull off that damn road and say to hell with it. Yeah, I saw that video, Diane. That was cute. Somebody from South Texas going to Michigan, or was it Michigan or Maine? Well, for me, it's about 1,250 miles. I'll take about, usually about 3 days to get out there. I don't care anything about seeing a Big Ten or any of that kind of stuff. So I may stop in Ironwood instead of going on to a court site. I had to deliver a trailer to Carson City, right outside of damn, can't think. Anyway, that's where that bad pass is out there. 25 foot of snow in that pass. Reno, just outside Reno. Where's that pass where all them people got trapped up on the top? Yeah, Donner. Over 25 foot of snow in Donner. It had a big storm come through there and another one come through. That's one night I drove when it was I shouldn't have, but I knew if I stayed a few more hours, I was going to be there for a week. Yeah, and the wind was blowing about 900 miles an hour, so it wasn't doing any good to plow that snow. We were blowing it back over the highway. It like, well, Wyoming's about the same way. You start over in Three Sisters, and they be running them snow plows, and it'll be covered up by the time they get 100 yards down the road. I sat still in Green River one time for about 3 days. You would have laughed last year going out to Ironwood, Crystal. I left Waco, headed out that way, and I spent the night in Abilene, and I took off. And when I hit 10, we got into, there's some 70 and 80-mile-an-hour crosswinds for about 70, 80 miles. And you're just fighting that van all the time. And I ran through that, and then I got through El Paso and hit two big dust storms out there. And then ran a little bit further that next day, pulled in the service station. I got out, and it was cold. Now, what the hell? And I got back in and drove about 20 miles, and it went to sleeting and hailing and snowing, and I drove in that for about 20 miles, 30 miles, and then the sun popped out. So I got everything going out there last year. Well, it don't, you know, I'm not getting paid to get someplace in a hurry, so weather's bad enough, well, I'll pull it off. Yeah, that was a hell of a road. I just been out of the hospital 3 days when I made that trip. Hello, A Roar, or however you pronounce it. Cat, you watching that? I just asked if you were watching things. You got the wrench. If you're not, I'll take care of it if I need to. Might not need to. You can never tell. Well, hopefully we'll have some good weather. Never mind. I'll take care of it, Cat. If I need to. That bunch I was running with when I was up north, they, of course, they always want to jack with me because I was from Texas. But when I pulled the truck off and said, that's it wasn't just a few minutes, the whole damn crew would be shut down. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Diane. Oh, just when a new name comes in here that we're not familiar with and its initials, a lot of the time that's trouble. Did you get your glasses fixed yet? Hmm. You gonna try to get them fixed up there? Or? Yeah, that's what. Sometimes we get a flurry of them in here. Hello, Lily T. There you are. We didn't even know you was gone, Roy. That's about par for course. Well, that super glue will stick down there anything together. Mm. Cat's on the road. You know, that's a pretty good sized trailer I live in. They 30 something foot. But I can lose something in this damn trailer, no bigger than it is. I don't know how the hell I lose. You running fever too, cat? Mm. I sure hope you get to feeding better, girl. That is not fun. Mm. Okay. Are there a few people coming in, Roy, or it's still pretty empty? They're starting to trickle in. Well, y'all will still have a few hot days coming, won't you? White Claw. Mm. Give people something to do. Lily, how you and your puppy getting along? Well, I don't know if I'm training Lady or Lady training me. Bet. I just about took a dozer to do that, didn't it, Roy? Mm. I was going to ask you something. You said you listened to a deal where they were on the phone talking to the BLM. Did it look like that price increase is a sure thing, or is it still sort of up in the air from the way they got talking? Mm. You know, it wasn't too many years ago that if somebody disrespected a memorial or burned a flag or even made clothes with a flag on it, their ass go to jail. All right, Miss Cat, I hope you get to feeling better, gal. Sounds like it. All about money. They gonna stir a bunch of folks up on some of this kind of stuff. Boy, that'll kick Quartzsite in the head, won't it, Roy? Oh yeah. I mean, 600 is a lot of money, but that's still not but 85 and $90 a month. That's still pretty reasonable. But hello, peace. How you doing? Yeah, that's part of it, Diane. But they're trying to close a lot of these national parks and all kind of stuff. It's not just Quartzsite. They want to control it, that's for sure. I'm doing great, peace. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, I saw that. What, $20 a day or something like that, wasn't it? Well, right now, the damn U.S. government is doing some goofy damn stuff. So that may change. Bureau of Land Management. Of course, that whole thing may change up after election. You can't never tell. That's one thing I've always Texas had more public land. There's not that many, much of it here. Yeah, that debate was a joke. Yeah, trash is a problem everywhere. Yeah. Well, if part of that is like all our post offices and all the federal business stuff are leased. The federal government don't own them. That's another reason we don't have uh, the Indian tribal lands here in Texas. I think there's two reservations in Texas, but and they're little. They finally got a casino opened up on both of them. One of them in El Paso and one of them in East Texas, someplace. But that's only casinos in Texas. Well, that's good, Diane. Congratulations. And you, and you wonder why they don't respect politicians or law enforcement or that kind of stuff anymore. They crooketer and the crooks they put in jail. I think there's a lot of people that haven't voted before will be out there this year. There you go. Well, you don't have to do politics. You just got to vote what you feel. That's not bad at all, is it, Roy? Well, it's 80 degrees here. Well, I figured we are going to get some rain out of that hurricane, but don't look like we're going to. Did y'all get any rain down the valley, Crystal? Million people, isn't that something? Don't sound like it was too stout a hurricane, but the water did more damage than anything else. Sounded like. Why are you sorry? You didn't say nothing was out of line. I'm proud for you too. More people need to do that, Lily. That's damn sure nothing to be ashamed of. How long y'all been out there, Roy? Think you're be a million people come through Quartzsite. What they claim going to. Yeah, I saw that. I haven't listened to it yet. I'll have to listen to it. This was a new guy that took Austin's place. Well, they've got a during all that time too, Roy. They've got a that big rock and gym show, and they got the gold miner show, and got several things going on. Yeah, if you want to work camp or I went out there the first year I went out there. I went to the Big Ten. It spent like 2 days going through it. Now I won't go back to it. I don't think, but She's over here sacked out. She's been goofy today. She's getting a little feistier all the time. Yeah, she's a mess. Ain't she, though? She does not like to get left. If I leave her for a few minutes for something I can't take her, when I get back, she goes berserk. I'm sort of having to get used to her too. I was used to Rocky being so damn rough. He was wanting to wrestle and everything all the time. Yeah, they get, especially like I am, just me and her. I laid down, took a nap this afternoon. I heard somebody beating on the outside of my trailer, and I went and checked. There's my buddy's wife, and one of his hands had tried to find out something about some welding, and he couldn't find me. They done doing a welfare check on me, and I was having a good nap. Well, Connie, Daryl's wife, my adopted mama. I told her, I said, all I got to do is get around you and take my buddy, and I don't have to get married again. I get my dose from you and go on to the house. Yeah, you find just about anything you want, can't you, Roy? Yeah, I went ahead and bought this trailer. Oh, I know her. She's a sweetheart. And we pick on each other all the time. I mean, you'd think we didn't even like each other. Dylan just shake his head. Yeah, I know it. That was what surprised me this last year when I went through there. The last time I was there, all the vendors hadn't scattered out all through town, even across the highway. There wasn't anything across the highway the last time I was there. Everybody ought to go to it one time. It's interesting to talk to some of the people and see what is available. But I don't. That's like RTR. I just drove through it, and that was enough for me. And that was back when it was like, I don't know. I think it was 8 or 9,000 people in. You don't hear too much about the RTR too much anymore. Really? I didn't know that. I don't like crowds either. It doesn't take me long to catch up on one. Yeah, I think they're still having it. It's just not. It's not the same deal. I think they released the fairgrounds or something like that. But it's when I went through it, it was still just out in the middle of the desert. You know, a lot of people. Town park this year, okay. A lot of people put Bob Wells down, but he gave a lot of information on a lot of different things to folks. Steve Punk Steve. He take that one string guitar and get a crowd fired up, can't he? I tell you how long it's been since I've been to a deal with singers and stuff. The last one I went to was George and Tammy Wynette. That tells you how long ago that's been. Mm. I haven't even heard nothing about the Rainbow Family. Yeah, that's been a year or two. Did you see a two piece? It was a pretty good concert. I think that was the last one they did together. It's been a lot longer than 5 years ago. In many places that we've been at, like you have been and I have been, pieces, hell, we might know each other. I tell you what, right now, concert wise, I don't know. Maybe George Strait, but I don't have too big a damn crowd. But yeah, that concert in Dallas, 104,000 people. About how George Strait did a bunch of commercials for Tractor Supply, and I just happened to be up there one day when they were getting ready to shoot one and talked to him just a little bit. He's just a nice guy. Maybe I wasn't a very good teacher, Pete. George was trying to do that deal, and he was sitting back in the chair, and he was screwing his lines up. He got to laughing so hard he couldn't hardly talk. All right, good night, Lily. Mm. George Jones, Amarillo by morning. Every time I hear Amarillo by morning or Delta Dawn, I think that's when I was in training going to Nam. Well, folks, I think I'm about ready to stretch it out tonight, too. I appreciate y'all all coming in and enjoyed it. And we'll do it again tomorrow night. Roy, don't sit out there too long now.